I have a new background. I'm so excited to be in our very first home, and I just wanted to go over how I got the vision for what I wanted our home to look like via Pinterest. Just knew that I wanted something timeless and something that, now that it's our first home purchase, I wanted to make sure that I was styling it and buying pieces for it that we will keep as we move to our next houses and all of that. What I did before when living in apartments is or at least I built my style and aesthetic around that particular space in the, like, via the mind frame I had at the time, my location, my bachelorette pad versus our first apartment together. So I wanted to pick things that are going to be good quality, mostly solid woods for the big furniture pieces, and things that I'll never want to get rid of and that I can always repurpose in different rooms or in different ways, so that I'm not constantly in this cycle of selling furniture and decor and buying furniture and decor and all that, because it gets very, very expensive. And especially when you're noticing, like, oh, I'm actually not using a lot of the things that I purchased for my last place or the place before that. It's kind of like you see all the dollar signs just leaving you. So we're cozy on the couch, and I'm just going to be going through my Pinterest board. I'm just going to go over a general board. I'm going to skip past these sections and just go right into kind of just the overall vibes that I was going for. So what I would do is, initially, I was just saving things as they spoke to me, and then once I had a good amount of pins saved, then I sorted them into different sections in the boards. But as I'm saving things now, unless it's specifically for one of those sections, I'm kind of just saving things for overall vibe. Start from the bottom, that way we can kind of see how we got here. So the first thing that I was looking at on Pinterest was kitchen. So our kitchen right now is stark white, which is, fortunately or unfortunately, is the trend right now. You can make kitchens bright and inviting and clean looking without everything being stark white, and white does get very dirty when you're closing cabinets as you're cooking and you're getting food particles and just dirt on the cabinets that you have to wipe. So the first thing that we knew that we wanted to do was to strip our cabinets. We are assuming that the original cabinets are some type of wood, probably oak. We thought about painting the cabinets. Once we decided on actually doing a particular colored backsplash, we knew, okay, let's not paint, let's try to strip the cabinets. And I did start that. We're not finished, nowhere near finished. And overall, I wanted blues and greens like throughout our home. That's just the vibe that I got, and the fact that it's a male and female living space, and we have children. Well, we have one child, and planning on having more. But I knew that dark colors would be the way to go, as far as making a space feel warm and unisex, and not having to baby like our furniture or whatever, because everything is white or beige or light colors. So here's what I was saving initially. I love just this particular color of wood. I think it looks so warm. I think it looks so inviting in a kitchen. And I don't think that we necessarily have space in our actual kitchen for things like this, like shelving, but I think that's so beautiful. Maybe in like our dining areas and other places that extend beyond the kitchen, we could do that. And I've always loved thrifted things just in general. So I am trying to get the big pieces, the furniture, the window treatments, rugs, and things in place before we start adding the object decor and frames and framing photos and doing artwork, because the necessities right now are getting those larger pieces, and also it helps me to determine what direction to go in for the other decor items, because the decor items are kind of the cherry on top, the finishing touches, and we're not finished, so we're not adding those finishing touches right now. The backsplash that we did end up getting, it also come in a color to this one, which I thought was nice, and these cabinets are obviously painted, so we were thinking along those lines those lines initially, but when we actually chose our tile, which looks more in line with this color, we decided, you know, we like how that would feel with all wood cabinets. The backsplash that we ended up getting, that color is almost exact. Maybe ours is a little darker. We have lineal gray floors, but that we did not like, but I'm not paying the money to change those. We're just going to look like they're not there and warm it up in other ways as much as possible. And so far, I don't even notice that the floors aren't exactly what we would like. I think when you are just adding things, not thinking about trends and just adding things that give a certain feeling of home and coziness, you can really work with things that other people might deem dated. I wanted to have a hutch in the kitchen where I would keep placemats and mugs and glasses that were in the color and decor style of the home as decorative pieces, but also we would be using these dishes, and then also have like a little bar area. And I did initially want to have our espresso machine on something like this, or like inside of our hutch next to our TV. We have some wall space and I'm thinking of putting some type of built-in shelving like this. It would be great to have something up high so it's even more child-proofed. But I really wanted to find something like this where it had, actually I was looking for something that had the storage element above it, and I wanted to have my little office chair, which is more of like an accent chair. I have seen where people will just kind of build out shelves and then have a slightly wider shelf and use that for a desk. Here's another example of a little desk nook. I have a long wall in the living room and the dining room that they share. So I don't want to clog it up too much with big wood pieces, but I could still fit like a bookshelf somewhere. I haven't mentioned yet, but we have a toy box there in that corner where I want to do some type of shelving. But look, we could build something out and have this be some type of bench with storage in it, and then our son could put his toys in there, and then we could also have shelving above it and an extra seating area. That would be very cool. Here's a hutch. So I love seeing something that you saw on your Pinterest board come to life, because we have two gorgeous hutches right now in our space, and I just think it's one of my favorite types of furniture pieces. This is actually similar to the floating console that we have. I like the stainless steel legs. I wanted to have mostly wood and chrome stainless steel accents in the house, so I love these together. And yeah, I knew we wanted a blue couch, and here we are sitting on a blue couch. So here's some inspo pics of the blue couch. I have placemats there now, but I just love the way that this looks. I love the chairs. It looks like some type of burl wood. Those chairs are, oh my God. I would give anything to be able to have those chairs in my house. But I love this extra large greenery that they have in the vase. Super simple. Eventually we are going to make our deck a lot more green, have a lot more garden elements. But I like how we have our slider kind of opened out to, you know, it could look really jungly out there once we get the garden set up, and also we can see that from our kitchen as well. So I liked that concept. And I kept seeing this ad, and that really confirmed that I want these like silver touches all over. Oh, and then this blue, we're not going to be doing it in our kitchen, but in our shower, I'm kind of thinking about having the, I don't know, stand-in shower in some type of tile in that color. These are other shelving unit elements I was looking at to use as a corner desk in the downstairs. Oh, here is the console that we got. So I wish I had ordered it. Like if I would have ordered it maybe like a week and a half sooner than I actually did, it would probably be here by now. But by the time that I ordered it, it was on a 8 to 10 week delivery. No idea what exactly I'm going to store in there. Hopefully my record player, my husband's PS5 hidden away, laid flat, and we have a Bluetooth speaker that I'd like to put in there. I thought it was so beautiful. It was at a decent price for wood, and it's, I don't know, I think it's like partial MDF, but it was like $5.99, and most places like CB2 or West Elm, they're gonna charge like pretty much almost $1,000 for something like that. Here's another like hutch example. I just love these so much. I wish I could fit one in our bedroom. Another hutch, a little DIY corner shelf example, inspo pick, some decor, tabletop inspo, so nice. These warm amber lighting, warm woods, beautiful art, like that's just overall what I want all throughout the house. What a beautiful couch and coffee table combo. We don't have a coffee table. I'm thinking we have one end table that's black. I'm thinking about getting a second one that's wood or like chrome. I'm thinking about end tables on either side, and things like that, but I just save this for vibes, for the algorithm, you know, so they can show you more things like that. And eventually you'll see something that will work for your space. Love a wood dining table moment. And I love a chair that serves no purpose. I want to do that somewhere, either in the bedroom or somewhere downstairs. But yeah, because eventually it will serve a purpose. Someone will sit in it. And I love the concept of a chair just hanging out somewhere kind of as a decor piece. And it's like, why do you have a chair there? But the chair is gorgeous and it fits the room. Here is something I'm thinking about doing, which this could work as a coffee table. Just get one or two and fit them here, just so we have something in the middle, because I personally like to snack or have my coffee on the couch. My husband would sit at the dining table for every single meal, even a snack. Something like this could work, but I initially was thinking about putting our records in that and putting it along this long shared wall between our living and dining room, but it could work as a coffee table. But it could work as a lot of things. You could hang that. It's very versatile. It's very modern, but you know, not too modern where it's not classic. A lot of the pins that I saved initially have been split into the different sections. But here's kind of just the overall vibe of what I envisioned for our place, and I think it's coming along so smoothly into looking like that. Everything isn't necessarily something that you're going to full on mimic, but it's just to give you beautiful things to look at, to get those creative juices flowing, and to think about what you've seen on your screen and how you like it, and how you can kind of incorporate that and recreate that in your space, and what you have access to at your own thrift stores, or what you have access to in your local Facebook marketplace. And yeah, so I absolutely love just getting on here and saving things randomly. Oh, if I could have found a hutch like this, oh my god, I thought it was so good. But I love the one that we have so much. Both of them, they're both beautiful, different in their own ways, very different styles, but they fit together really well. I don't know, 30 feet apart. But something like this I would have really liked. Yeah, I can't wait to add the little elements like this, the things that aren't necessities, or the things that maybe this little table comes in handy in their day-to-day life and they store their keys on it, or just like something. But I love when you have been in your place long enough to know like these little tiny random things that make your place more functional, that are specifically that's for your space, if that makes sense. As you're living somewhere, you realize, oh, it'd be nice if I had this here. This would make my life in this space easier if I had this particular item. So I can't wait to like get to that point where you're just adding things to kind of you know, where you're past the necessities. And then when you add those little things and the things that you collect and the things that you bring out your own personality and your experiences, that's when it really becomes home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and to anyone else who has recently moved or bought a new place or whatnot, congratulations. And may we all this time next year in 2025 be sitting in our beautiful, curated, crafted homes that we just don't ever want to leave, and that we feel so calm and refreshed every time that we step into our space or come back to our space. So next video I will be going over the different sections and getting more into specifics of what I am going for in the different rooms. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If we're vibing, I would love for you to stick around. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.